I spent over £200 at the car boots this weekend to sell online using eBay, Vinted and Depop. I'm going to go through each item, how much I paid and the potential profit. All right, before we get into the items, my name is Nick. I'm a full-time reseller based in the UK, predominantly selling men's clothing online using eBay, Vinted and Depop. Here though is a real mixture of items, not just clothing, and hopefully in this video you will learn a brand or two with a decent sell-through rate and a decent price. All right, first items to go through are these lovely camera bags. These are by Lloyd Pro, really good brand for camera bags. This one is the Flipside 500 AW. I am actually a freelance photographer. I've done it for many years. I still do events, commercial stuff and weddings. So I know what I'm looking for in terms of cameras and bags, but I don't actually buy many cameras at all. I don't know, something about it just puts me off. I don't know why. But this will go for around £40 to £80 based on the comps, a bit all over the place. And I paid a £5 for that. And this one is a smaller one, and I might actually keep this because this is kind of something I've been looking for. This is the Fast Pack 100, I believe. Yeah, Fast Pack 100. And I paid £4 for that, which is a little bit too expensive, but that'll go around 25 to 30. So nice start on those two camera bags. All right, all these items I picked up from one person, which is great. Right at the start of the car boot on the Sunday. This isn't a brand I've actually seen before, but I know it is decent. I don't know, I just get that feeling that it's decent. Le Chameau, and the thing that I spotted was they were Gore-Tex. So they're Gore-Tex shooting trousers. There you go. So Gore-Tex waterproof shooting trousers. I paid, actually I'll do it as a bundle. So I've got that one. I picked up two Musto jackets. This is the first one. Nice sailing jackets, a little bit faded on the logo, but apart from that they look pretty good. So that's the first jacket. That's the second jacket, which is actually a nicer one. I think it's a women's, yeah, women's size 10. Another sailing jacket. They do pretty well on their own. And then I picked up two Rohan trousers, which are bread and butter, £25, either fusion trousers, but they'll be all right. Airlight, or the bags, and they do around the same as the other ones. So yeah, all of that I think I paid, was it 25? Yeah, so £5 each. I can't argue with that. As I said, the Rohans will go 20, 25 each. The Musto jackets, I would imagine, will go 25, 35. Right, next two are nice. These are two jackets, same person again. This one was an Armani jacket. I had a quick look to see if it was real, of course, and it looked all right, to be fair. The logo is a little bit faded on the arm, which is a real shame, but apart from that, it looks really good. Nice waterproof jacket. I have absolutely no idea what I'll go for, to be honest, so we'll have a look at that and pop a comp up there. And then this was a really nice one and perfect for right now. Pretty green, and with Oasis playing at the moment, Pretty Green's doing really well. Paisley inner, long, kind of a long peacoat, no, long jacket. So yeah, that will do really well. I would imagine around 30 to 40 on that one. Right, a few more bread and butter clothing items. Total 90. Football top, nothing special, but that'll go around 15 to 20. I paid £1, so no brainer. And picked this Woolovers 100% linen tunic dress, and kind of like a Lagen look style. That'll go around 20, I would imagine, because it is linen. Perfect time of year for that, and that was only £2 as well, so very good. All right, next one, not clothing. This is Laura Ashley Wallpaper. Definitely something to look out for if you're out and about. Unfortunately, I got 3 of them. My wife spotted these, so thank you to her. These 2 were open, but 1 is sealed. And judging by the comps, one sealed one went for £24.99, and we paid a £5 for all 3. So we are very comfortable on that one. Try and get 50-ish back on those. I picked up some really nice football clothing. I've got a load of stuff from one seller, so I will go through that at the end. A couple more bits. This is another camera bag. This is a little one by Crumbler. I sell Crumbler really quickly normally. I paid £3 for this. Should go around 20, 25, and a lot of these have the name of what they are on here. Right, some standard Levi jeans. These are the 511. They were only £3, so I thought that is a no-brainer. They should go around 20 to 25. And I paid up for quite a few of these things in the bag, but I think I should be okay. This one I didn't pay up for. This was only £1. This was England score draw Shearer shirt. The Lionesses are playing today in the final, so good timing, but I don't think I'll get it on in time. Another Chelsea football shirt. Don't know what year that's from, but again, I paid £1, so all good there. And these are the ones that I paid up for. But I know vintage Berghaus, and these ones are Gore-Tex, does very well. It is a chunky boy, very old. I know, like the Mirror Peaks, I sold Berghaus coats for around £100 plus in the past, but it needs to be the right ones. A couple of marks, but nothing major. So yeah, really happy with that. But I did pay £10, so it is pricey. I thought it was really cool. It's a shame it's not my size. I do love a bit of fishing. Bass Pro Shops, really cool shirt. And then picked up a Henry Lloyd jacket, so sailing jacket. Looks pretty good. Couple of marks again, but nothing major. You can see who it is in there. It looks pretty good to me, and I actually don't know the price on that, so I will pop a comp up on the screen for that one and the Berghaus. Okay, some more jeans. I got 2 pairs of diesel jeans. These are the Larkeys. Good condition, paid £3 for those. And these ones are the Zatini, or Zatini, I don't know how you say it. Also £3, so yeah, 25 to 30 back on those ones. I picked up 3 caps from the same seller. Nothing special, but Oakley Cap. Again, shame it's not my size, but camo on there. That was 50p. This is Alpine Stars, sorry. Moto Cap. That was 50p. And then a Peaky Blinders Moon tweed cap, and that was also 50p. So yeah, can't go wrong with those. The Moon should go around 20 to 25. Love the style. And then these two maybe like 10 and 15 for those. Right, something a little bit more obscure. This is a Waitro's canvas bag. This is vintage, so if you haven't seen my video I did, well, maybe over a year ago now, I actually used to work for Waitro's for a very long time. So whenever I see any of this, I don't know, it just catches my eye. But vintage Waitro's bags and like the collabs that they've done do really well. I'll pop up a few comps on the screen though. There are like food bags from years and years ago which go over well over 20 quid. I pay 50p for this. It is like faded. Right, we've got some shoes. These are actually slippers. They're called Mojabis, and if you can find them, they do really well. Sell through isn't amazing, but I'll get around 20 to 25 for these, and they were £2, so really good on those. Morels, really nice condition, and they were £1. So hopefully I can find some comps and pop them up on the screen, but I would imagine 20 to 25 on those ones. Hugo Boss jeans, these are the orange. These do well. And if you're wondering like how to tell if they're real or not, the labels are massive on Hugo Boss, and you can just tell by the feel of them is real. Yeah, paid £4 for those. Should get around 30 plus back on those. Picked this up because I thought it's a cool style. Gabici does okay. Some stuff is hit and miss, but I thought this jacket was kind of, I don't know, mod style, maybe even Oasis style. So maybe I put that in the title. I paid £3, should get around 20, 25. Next one's woman's long line jumper by East. I don't normally pick up East unless it's East Enoki. They do like a collab. Some of those do well, but this one was 100% merino wool. I thought that would be fine for £3, maybe 20 back on that one. Jack Wolfskin fleece hoodie, and it normally tells you on the side which one it is. So this is the Nanook 300. I've sold these in the past for around 25, 30. Not the right time of year at all, but that'll do nicely. Right, let's have a look at the football gear that I picked up. I spent over £100 on this. I think I might have overpaid, but let's go through it and check it out. first up was this Crew Alexandra long manager or player issue jacket. As I said, £100 for the lot. Hopefully I can get 25 to 35 based on the comps. I think there's only one sold, so we'll see on that one. But yeah, a little bit worrying to start with. A team I've never heard of, and you know, I follow football. Gremio, Umbro, looks like an older Umbro Tag. That's the back, pretty cool. Let's check out how much they go for. Right, next one, Arsenal. I think it's like a 1981, 82 shirt. Again, I don't know too much about these ones. And not many comps to go off, but maybe 30 back on that potentially. Definitely need to do a good bit of research on that one. I'm sure it's a German team, maybe not. Maybe it's Fenerbahce. I actually don't even know, so I'll have to again do a bit of research on that. Yeah, it was a German team, so Fortuna Dusseldorf. So there was a clue on the shirt itself. But yeah, looks okay, really good condition. Right, next one I definitely know. This is Leon. This is an older Umbro Tag. Pretty cool. I'd imagine that'll go around 30 plus on that one. All right, next one is Feyenoord. It's not really a football top, it's more of a training top, polo shirt. Yeah, from Netherlands. I don't know, I don't think I'll get too much on that, maybe 20 quid on that one. Right, this is my favourite one, Royale tracksuit top or jacket and trousers, so both together, pretty cool. I can't see any comps at the moment. If I find something, I'll put it up on the screen. So I absolutely no idea where this could go. I'm hoping over 50 quid. That would make sense to me, but we will see. All right, next one we have English team Warsaw FC in the lower leagues. And again, this is tracksuit, jumper, and the trousers as well, which is very cool. And imagining 30 plus on that, and again I'll pop up a comp on the screen. And lastly, a Borussia Dortmund waterproof jacket. This really caught my eye actually. This was the first one I saw by Kappa, and there are some crazy Dortmund fans out there. Yeah, should get around 25 to 30 on that one. So overall I think my money is safe on those ones. I think probably paid like 20-30 quid too much potentially. But if some of those tracksuits come in good money, then we'll be okay. But yeah, a decent weekend of sourcing at the car boots. It doesn't always happen, as I showed in previous videos. Sometimes you get nothing, sometimes you get loads. But yeah, pretty happy with the amount I spent and the potential profit. Yeah, hope you have enjoyed this video and you got some value from it somewhere, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.